Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for October. So let's see what is coming out. We're still in eclipse season. We're still in the eclipse portals. We have the new moon in Libra, which is an eclipse. And I'm very excited to let you know that I am having a sale, 25% off all tarot readings. It's my last sale for the year on tarot readings. And it's a moving sale because I am moving. Yes, mid-October I am moving. But the sale is on now. So click in the link below and yeah, come and get it. So let's see what's happening. The Ace of Feathers, Mental Clarity Foundation and Justice, Truth and Clarity. My goodness. Lots of clarity wanting to come in, lots of truth wanting to come in, wanting to set a baseline. Okay, if we're going to move forward, let's be really clear with what this is, what it looks like, or I just need to be really clear inside my mind. I just get this sense of I need to establish this baseline of what's happening here. The Justice card with the Truth and Clarity, this could be around both of these cards. This is the Ace of Swords and the Justice. Both of these represent contracts. So this could be a new contract for some of you, Scorpio, or it could be some kind of upgrade or shift and change to a contract in some way. But even if it doesn't have some kind of legal or contractual agreement around it, there definitely is a sense of I need to be clear. This needs to be clear. There's nothing hidden here. There's nothing. It's just like whether you're really clear or the situation's really clear, it's just like I need the clarity. I need this blank slate. I need to see it. There's no deception. There's nothing hidden. It just is what it is, and it needs to be really, really super clear. And that's the feeling I'm getting with it, and it feels clear. It feels good because it's like, okay, yes. And I keep being shown blank slate, blank slate, blank slate. So it's an opportunity to step into a blank slate. So definitely, let's see, a lot of element of air coming in. So it could just be the way you're perceiving the situation or seeing the situation. But yeah, for some of you, there's these contracts around it. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you, Scorpio. Let's see what is shifting and changing. And my goodness, October, happy birthday. To all you beautiful Scorpios who are October suns, Scorpio suns. So, yeah, moving into Scorpio season. Hooray. And we're getting the clarity coming in for you guys. What's shifting and changing? Sword 8, Mercury, Gemini, more element of air coming through. So very much like maybe there's a lot going on inside your mind. A lot needs to be cleared up when it comes to conversations, ideas, plans, but this Sword 8 Mercury Gemini is where you've been frustrated, you've been stuck, you've been caught in limited forms of thinking. You need to break free of an old reality or somebody else's opinion of you. But this is very much like mental blank slate coming in, breaking free of any kind of limitations, belief systems, mental limitations. It feels really exciting. It just feels like a fresh start mentally. So great way to be, we do have the Libra energy in the Justice card, but definitely moving into Scorpio season, we can see that mentally this is going to be feeling a lot better and clearer for you already. So Scorpio, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a clearer picture, and that's what you want, because this moon is not clear. It's where something has been murky. The door just opened. A door just opened. So I've just got to fix that door. Sorry, yeah, it's where something has been murky, unclear, and even there's been illusions or deceptions around it. There's something underlying there that hasn't been clear, and that's why it's really great that we have all this clarity coming through. Now, the moon can represent your home, so maybe it's something around your home or your living situation as well, but it could be previous and past relationships, and the moon can also represent your subconscious. So, but I'm really feeling it kind of around a relationship level as well. So let's see, crossed by the 8 of Wands, which is very clear and direct, a shift of energy, a very clear and direct communication. So it feels like this clarity is important. The truth is important to be able to step into this blank slate here. Let's see what else is coming through. So, Scorpio, I was just letting you know this is a general reading, so just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, again, this Justice card coming through, if it does really resonate, there will be, and the Eight of Swords, sorry, I'm getting distracted by the reading. I'm trying to tell you there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. Also, check out my sale on tarot readings, 25% off while you're there. But you are celebrating. We like this, even though there's a bit of conflict around. But yeah, the Emperor, the Sun, happiness, again, clarity coming in. The Sun is coming in where it's been clouded, the silvery, murky waters of the Moon. Something has not been clear, or there's been that underlying issue coming in that... or maybe it's just been that you're trying to step into a clear slate away from a past energy or an energy around you that feels like you've been deceived or betrayed in some way. Crossed by the Eight of Wands. I mean, it might just be you're not clear about a particular direction in your life. It could be something, there's always these different shades of what this could be. But crossed by the Eight of Wands, it feels a little bit like... does something really need to be cleared up? Oh, here's Miss Stella. Miss Stella has decided to come and join us. Just let her in the window. Quite literally, she's a bit cranky because I've pulled cards out from underneath her. So, yeah, it feels very much like there's been a lack of clarity about the direction, perhaps, or how to move forward with something. But it really feels like you are breaking free of that, whatever wasn't clear. In your conscious mind, you've got the Two of Pentacles, so it feels like there's a lot that you are, in terms of these next steps, there's a lot that you're juggling with it. Absolutely, there's potentially a lot on your plate, and the Two of Pentacles can be where your energy is a bit stretched. It could be you feel like you're juggling two different locations or two different places, or you've just got a lot on. So it feels like, for me, like with the Moon card, it does feel a little bit like, I mean, this could be work-life balance as well, but I feel like I'm here, but I'm being pulled over there, but I'm here, but I'm being pulled over there. So it feels like, it's like your energy isn't in one place. That's what it feels like for me. And whoever or whatever is pulling you over there, it's this sense of, yeah, I'm trying to work out this energy, because at the base you've got this Four of Wands. Let me just get this card out from underneath Stella so I can see what these cards are. Okay, in the base you've got this Four of Wands, and what's happening is that we can see the home in the Four of Wands. This is happy home, happy heart. I want happy home, happy heart. It feels like that's where this is going. That's the motivating force behind it, the driving force. Happy home, happy heart. Something that's really, it feels aligned. And especially if you are living with somebody, to bring that into a sense of feeling like that is more aligned. It may have gone a little bit out of alignment. If you're not living with somebody, perhaps it's around the people around you, your community, or even the space that you're in, but definitely feels like the happy home, happy heart. I want to be feeling happy in my space. So in the near future, we've got this Eight of Swords, and this is where you're coming up against all the things that have been frustrating you. This is where you might feel like, okay, there are things that you're wanting to break free, and you're having to deal with other people's opinions or other people's belief systems, or things that just little frustrations, I would say, with this coming in, little frustrations with the Eight of Swords. And this is because you have, like, your perception is going to shift. And you're seeing things so differently and so clearly now in the near future. You're stepping into that blank slate, but the other people around you haven't shifted and changed. So they might be convincing you to still remain in the old energy, and you're like, no, it doesn't feel right. I've ascended to this new place, this new perspective. I feel different. I'm seeing things differently, and I can't go back to that old, once I shift my perception, I can't go back to seeing it or thinking in the same way. So in the recent past, we did see that you have the Justice card, and it feels like there has been a shift to a contract. of some sort, some kind of contractual agreement. This could even be a Akashic record contract. So it could be that there has been some kind of karmic lesson that has shifted and changed. And it also can just be, you can see it quite literally in terms of something that was an agreement. It feels like it's now somehow shifted, whether this was an official contract or just an agreement between someone or something else. And the Justice card speaks of equality and fairness. So if something just wasn't in the balance, it wasn't right in some way, the clarity around that is coming. So you're presenting as the Eight of Pentacles, and this is the card of work, putting in the work, working. So this could definitely be a work situation or around the situation that you're wanting to work on at least. Stella's fully being Miss Distractor today. So the Eight of Pentacles is very much like, I'm willing to put in the work. I've been working and I want to make this work. The energy surrounding you is the Three of Pentacles. So these are the people around you, and it feels like this is your work people, the people that you're having the energy flow with. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be your career. It could be family members. It could be friends, but it feels like there's this energy flow between all of you, and it feels like that's going to be an important energy, that somehow there's a shift in the contract around this that's coming in. So hopes and fears, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, hopes and fears, we have the Page of Pentacles. Stella's really making the reading quite hard, actually. She's not normally like this, and it might be that it feels like there's just one thing that's kind of like an obstacle in your way of being able to find the clarity in your life, or being able to move into this blank slate. So it might be this one thing, this one person, but it's just like, I feel like there's a frustration around it. So hopes and fears, we've got this Page of Pentacles coming through, and this is very much saying, I want this new opportunity. I want this fresh new thing. I want these messages. I want to be stepping into this. I'm thinking about it. There's something new that is very tangible, that is like a new seed that you're planting here. We have as an outcome the Three of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Emperor. So we see this sense that there is celebration coming up in the near future. There's some kind of emotional connection coming in. Two becomes three. So there's like an expansion of your world. There's a shift in the immediate people around you. And these feel like close people. So this is the sort of thing that maybe you're spending more time with somebody else, or you're spending more. I feel like you're opening your heart to new energies in your immediate circle here, Scorpio. So it could be like somebody that gets pregnant and then suddenly two becomes three. Or it could be you're going to live with somebody else and then there's a couple of other people there. Or it could be that within your friendship group, one of your friends brings a new friend in, and then suddenly it's like, is the shift in the dynamic as to who you're in your general everyday, just the general everyday routines, who you're interacting with. And it could be at work, but it feels like there's a sense of there's a new energies coming in, which is actually going to bring a little bit of conflict with it, because this Emperor wants to be in control. And it might be, well, maybe I didn't invite them in, or maybe they're doing things that I feel that feels out of my control. But at the same time, it feels like, it feels like there's a little bit of inner conflict, perhaps, or conflict within yourself, or conflict between these parties, these people, because there's something out of your control. But at the same time, there's this sense that the universe has brought you to these energies, and there is this beautiful emotional connection that's coming in. There's some kind of celebration about where you find yourself. You're wanting to be in a little bit more control, and it's a little bit more like being asked to go with the flow a little bit. And other people are having quite a stronger influence in your life, Scorpio, which is interesting. And even though you might love these people, or you might love having them around, or you might be welcoming them, there's something around the situation that's feeling bigger than you. So it actually might have this sense of I want to try and control it a little bit more, feel a little bit more in control. But at the same time, knowing that you're wanting to open your heart to this. So it's that's therein lies a little bit of the conflict that's coming in around it. So it also is that it needs to be a nice flow with the people, the group energy here, because it's like one person doesn't want to be pushing their agenda or being too powerful or dominating within that energy. It really feels like, and it would be tempting to try and do that, but it feels almost like, and maybe that's just the dynamic, it's just about trying to work out the dynamics of who's who in the zoo kind of thing. How is this going to work when you are being asked to open your heart to something that you're not necessarily feeling in control of, but it feels right. So it's a funny feeling, like I feel kind of conflicted about it. It's interesting, we have as an overall energy, the sun. So the sun is about happiness and breakthroughs, breaking through that wall that we're seeing, that there was this wall of frustration or restrictions or other people's opinions, or there's an obstacle in your way, a block of some sort. And so you're going to be happy you're breaking through this wall, which is really great, getting the clarity, feeling more invigorated, feeling like you've got more energy, which is really lovely. But there's still these lingering kind of feelings of I wish I was a little bit more in control, feeling more in control of this. It feels a little bit like you're going with the flow and it's just a different energy. That's what's been asked of you here. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Scorpio. We have, I turn every experience into an opportunity. Each problem has a solution. All experiences are opportunities for me to learn and grow. I am safe. Okay, great, fantastic. So let's pull a charm for you, Scorpio, and see what is coming in. Stelly doesn't like the charms. So it gives us a chance to, like the Emperor, wants to put everything back into order. And we see, okay, money coming in. It could have a lot to do with maybe there's a financial issue or there's discussions or money or resources in some way. It's also about wanting to feel valued and valuable. So let's put it back into order. Like, it's the sense of if something's feeling clear and ordered to you, you're feeling happier with that and maybe feeling a little bit more in control. But within a situation, it's like I can go with the flow as long as I'm feeling valued and happy within this situation. So, yeah, interesting. But there could be some things coming in around money and resources with the coin coming through. And also it's this, they keep going head of state, because there's the Emperor going, I'm the boss in this situation. And it's a situation that doesn't necessarily, it's again, it's like it's finding the who's who in the zoo kind of the dynamic, because it naturally forms into this like sort of power structure, this group. And so who's the boss? That's the big question here. Who's the boss here? Who's in control? And that's something that feels like there's a little bit of conflict around that. But at the same time, and it's like, I want to feel really valuable. Maybe it's like I'm wanting a raise. I want more money, but that can come through with it as well. But it may be who's controlling the resources, who's controlling the budget. There could be stuff like that coming in, but it definitely feels like it's just a rearranging of the social order that's coming through for you, Scorpio, and it's really important for you to feel really valued within that and to feel like you are in control of how valuable you're feeling, plus also in terms of money and resources, to feel like you're in control of that, because there's something about the situation that feels like there's something beyond your control here. And it's like, I just want to feel like whatever it is in front of me, I can control what I've got in front of me here. So that's the reading. It's an interesting energy, because it's kind of like at once I can see that it's a really positive new dynamic that's being established here. It's a positive clean slate. It's a positive new start. But at the same time, then it's like, okay, how are we going to rearrange the pecking order and how is this going to work? So yeah, it's an interesting one, Scorpio. But I feel like it's very much like you're trying to establish yourself as in a position where you're feeling comfortable. You're comfortable with your level of influence. You're comfortable with how in control you're feeling within the situation. You're comfortable with that. And that's what it feels like you're establishing within this dynamic. And so they just bring me back to that Ace of Feathers and the Justice card, saying that this is actually really positive, clear slate, a reset, a blank slate, a new start, a shift in the perception, shift in the agreement, shift in the equality, the fairness within a group. And it's just the little bit of like working out those dynamics that's going to be the interesting part. So we're going to explore that. That's this part of the reading. We're going to explore that in the extended reading and find out who's who in the zoo and find out what's happening here with all of this and where it's all going and how this is all going to land. And if you're going to start feeling a little bit more like comfortable with the situation, and even though you're getting all these messages, it's a happy reset, you're reconnecting with people, it's feeling really good, and then it's just like, how does it all settle? So we're going to explore that in the extended reading. The link for that will be in the description box below. And please check out my sale, 25% off tarot readings. Like I said, this is going to be the last sale for the year on tarot readings. So please check that out. It's a moving sale. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Please like, share, leave a comment. Love to read all your comments, Scorpio. All of that helps with the growth of the channel. I truly appreciate it, and take care.